Afternoon, folks. So today I got my pregnant sow locked up in one of the pig barns, which means that the pigs only have one other barn available to them because the third barn is still pretty wet inside. What that means is pigs normally snuggle together for warmth, so when you have them alone, they definitely need a lot of straw and hay to cover themselves with, but also means that there are going to be a lot of pigs in those barns, so I'm taking this opportunity to deal with my hooligan piglets. They're temporarily, I've caught 4 of them so far, so they're in this duck run for the minute. They can, it would not be difficult for them to rip off those boards and go through that chicken wire. Chicken wire is pretty easy to rip if they really wanted to, but for a couple hours it should hold them. So they were in here stealing eggs and having a nice little nap, like you do in the sunshine when it's cold. I'm kind of envying them. I don't have a lot of sun in my house, so I thought I would just come sit in the corner and see if they wanted to come say hi. So there's me sitting. Hey, piglets. We'll see how long it takes them to come visit. And again, the way they say hi is by touching things with their nose, which can be kind of scary because, like, no one wants to get hurt, so I'm curving my fingers away like that. This one has been eating an egg. It's nice and slimy on his nose. Hi, little one. Yeah, I'm just napping here with you. It's really not a great position because of the sun. I mean, you can see the glorious sun, but it's the first set of pigs that I ever castrated. Wow. I took them to the vet and we kind of did it all together. And the next set I will be castrating either on my own or with the help of the vet technician. That's the sort of skill that you don't expect that you're going to have as an adult when you're a kid. You're like, well, I'm going to be a rocket scientist or an astrophysicist, or I don't know. I wanted to be all sorts of things. The farmer was never on the list because I didn't think that farmers were people who were smart and got to do fun things. Now I know otherwise. Oh, look. Got some eggs here. And they are not frozen. Here, I can tell you a really depressing story if you want while we're here. The chickens are not necessarily real smart animals. And as it was getting colder and colder in the fall, some of the chickens were sleeping on the roof of this building and on this little part where the door slider comes out, that board that sticks out there. And I was worried about it. They were sleeping out there, and they need to stay dry because chickens don't have waterproof feathers. And it was getting colder and colder, but it was fine. It wasn't really snowing much. And then one day we had like a really deep snowfall, maybe like a foot or two, all in one day. And when we had that, I came out partway through, and there were a bunch of chickens sleeping like on a pile of boards over there, and I brought them in and put them inside the chicken shed. But I couldn't find these chickens anywhere, and I assumed they had just gone inside the chicken shed to sleep with all the other chickens. At that point, I didn't have a real good count because everyone had scattered all over the property for the summer and had babies that I wasn't quite always able to keep track of. So there were no more chickens roosting up there after that deep snowfall, and I thought, okay, good, they've finally got some sense, so that's great. And just a couple weeks ago, as the snow started to melt real fast, the snow used to be up, you know, pretty high on this board here, maybe up to there. I found there was a frozen chicken right here where she had, I think, been sleeping up there, froze to death, died, fell down under the snow, froze the rest of the way, and then it snowed like 2 feet, and I wasn't digging around there, so I wasn't thinking about it. I didn't have any idea that I had lost her. And she just showed up out of the snow as it melted this spring. So I felt pretty bad about that. There's a lot of that kind of thing in farming where you do your best and something gets hurt and you feel responsible, but all you can do is keep trying your best and trying to do better next time. They're so relaxed. They're definitely getting more comfortable with me in there. Hey guys. Hey guys. Looking for all the goose eggs. There are probably like 6 goose eggs in here that they got to eat. Now it's time to throw them into the garden bed, into the greenhouse. And catch the other 2. You have a good day, folks. Enjoy the piglets.